Hey, what's going on? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium where I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today is a request from Aiden. The return of Pesterquest. I've only done one video from this series, and that was a long time ago, also requested by Aiden. This is Yeah, It Is, otherwise known as Aradia's theme, and composed by James Roach. Vocals by Tamara. Total spiffage Fritz. Sure. Well, the only thing I know about Pesterquest is that it's a visual novel from the Homestuck series, and I do visual novels too. And that's pretty much all I remember. I don't remember what the song sounds like from back in the day, but I still think it's unique that I allow this. So it might sound quite different from what we're used to, but we'll see. Doesn't matter. I love music regardless. Aradia's theme. Aradia? Aradia? Sure. Let's go. See an Aurora Borealis in the background, so it's already a good sign. I always think of the Simpsons meme every time. Aurora Borealis makes an appearance. Ooh. Aradia Megiddo. Ooh. I don't know if that's two individual piano recordings or one doing both left and right hand. Okay. It's a nice little beat. Finger snaps. This is... What is that? That little ding. That was like a jazzy scale. I wonder if the song is going to turn a little jazzy or no. Nice. Very nice. That's sick. Oh, that was cool. It was like a volume swell into the horn. Almost sounds like a western now. Bum bum. It's catchy as hell. it just keeps layering and layering. They just keep adding parts but not removing others. Just a lot of things going on. Kind of creepy. That had so many winding roads. Okay. So for the most part, there was a reoccurring dun 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 dun, little high octave piano part. That was like the reoccurring theme throughout the whole thing. So the whole thing is very strange, right? She looks very strange. The setting is very strange. The song title, yeah, it is strange. It almost sounds like that kind of title is like foreshadowing how people talk about this. You know what I mean? Like right now, how I just said it's kind of strange. Like, yeah, it is. That's kind of what I mean. Like, they knew writing this would be kind of weird. And I don't mean weird in a bad way, but it is weird. It's all over the place, and it feels like it's going one very linear direction for a long section of the song, where it just keeps adding layers and layers and layers, while nothing is being taken away. So it just keeps adding. The sound gets bigger, it gets louder. And then it just all goes away, and then it goes into like this other thing, and then like it's like starting all over again in a way. I think that happened 2 or 3 times, where it was just like kind of introducing new paths towards the song. Piano seemed to be kind of the tonal center of the song, not like in a key version, but like in a like the focus seemed to be listen to the piano. Even though it gets buried under other stuff, it's just always kind of there. At least it felt that way. I'm a really big fan of the horn section that came in, especially that dum, dum, dum. There was a lot of catchy melodies here from different instruments doing different things. I really like that horn stuff. It reminded me a little bit of... I've only heard one song from this game, but it still kind of reminded me of that sort of vibe, and that was Celeste. You can check out the video I did on Celeste. But kind of the same sort of hip-hop beat, but kind of weird and creepy and mysterious, I guess. It's stuff like this that really... I mean, you could argue that it might not be video game music, and it's like strictly visual novel type music, but I've heard visual novel music that sounds like VGM and vice versa. So to me, they live in the same kind of realm. But what I'm saying is that this reason why I chose to do this and focus on this on the channel is because you would never really hear this kind of stuff anywhere else. You wouldn't hear it in movies, and especially not on TV or the radio. So it's like, it's kind of a way to discover cool music that exists that is normally not accessible, I guess. Nowadays, of course, video games are very mainstream. Every household seems to have a console or something, but it wasn't always like that, right? It was always thought of as kind of this, like, ew, nerdy, like, what the hell? And in some ways, it still kind of is looked that way by many people. But, you know, imagine, like, 70s, 80s, 90s, hearing video game music and thinking, like, dude, this is actually, like, really cool, but no one really agrees with me type of thing. This is kind of in that same realm where, like, the music is still really cool and you just won't hear other places. So for that reason, like, VGM and I guess visual novel stuff will always be cool to me because of that reason. It's like underground, but not really, if that makes any sense. One other thing I was going to say to this, and I was thinking about not even saying it because it sounds kind of a little weird, but I don't want it to come off as any sort of negative. It's just what I hear, and I try to, like, train my ears, so please correct me if I'm wrong. But it sounded to me that this was kind of made in specifically Fruity Loops, which is a DAW, digital audio workstation, where people make beats. And the only reason I say that is because I've heard very similar hi-hats like that have come from Fruity Loops. So I'm very curious if this was made in Fruity Loops. But what's interesting about that, and the reason I am bringing it up, is because in a way I'm saying that the cymbals sounded kind of cheap. You know, very, but it's cool. But the whole song wasn't like that. Like, the whole song had elements of, like, high quality instrumentation, and then, like, you know what I mean? Like, so it was kind of, I'm guessing it was intentional, and that's why I'm bringing it up, because it sounds like the song knew when to be, like, legitimate or kind of maybe playful. I don't know how else to put it. That's just what I got from it. Other than that, I have no idea what's going on here. It's, you know, I don't know what Pesterquest means. I don't know what Homestuck means. I don't know why she's staring into my soul. I don't know why her name is so, like, there's a lot of, you know, creativity here, and I'm sure James Roach here is also a creative individual as well, because that was cool. You know, I don't get a lot of, like, beat type stuff, which I love. I listen to that stuff in my free time. So that was great. I'm very curious who their influences are. I'm not sure if I have any more Pesterquest now that I think about it, but I think I do somewhere. Either way, let me know more about, in general, for those visual novel people out there. You know, I don't feature it too much on this channel sometimes, but it makes me very curious as to, like, how the genre as a whole is, because it's totally foreign to me. Maybe this kind of music is normal in visual novels, who knows? But clearly the point of these, you should be reading, right? Like, there's text, you should be reading. I don't know if people talk. I just think it's, like, still image. I don't know. I have no idea, clearly. You guys tell me. Anyways, thank you, Aiden, and thanks to everyone who's watching this, especially you. Thanks to everyone that you see on the screen. Thanks to James Roach. And let me know whatever you want to know about, whatever you want to let me know about Pesterquest. My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium of Video Game Music, or Visual Novel Music Rules. Peace.